my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring.
Infiniti is conveying an all-new age of its large QX80 liter SUV, complete with crisp styling motivated by the QX Monograph idea vehicle. The new QX80 wears an overwhelming shape, with an upstanding front end, enormous mouth grille, and huge wheels. Outside lighting components add show and incorporate two thin, daytime running lights with an unmistakable block design front and center and a full-width light bar across the liftgate interfacing the taillights. In the engine is a 450 HP twin super V6 instead of last year's normally suctioned V8. The Fancy Lodge highlights 3 columns of seats with a rubbing capability, accessible for both the first and second line seats. The inside can likewise be optioned with a framework that uses an infrared sensor in the main event to recognize when a back seat traveler is excessively warm. It then naturally coordinates cool air from the environment control framework toward that rider. Likewise accessible is a 24-speaker sound system tuned by top-of-the-line sound creator Klipsch. The new QX80 looks elegant and has the right highlights to contend with huge SUV matches. Yet going with the Infiniti's redesigns is a stiffer MSRP that lessens its cost advantage over models, for example, the Cadillac Escalade and the Mercedes-Benz GLS-class. The QX80 starts another age with the 2025 model year. Search for it to show up at Infiniti sellers in summer 2024. Instead of a V8 motor in the engine, the 2025 QX80 is controlled by a twin super 3.0-liter V6. The past age QX80's V8 made 400 drive, yet the 2025's blown 6 makes 450, so it ought to be a little faster than the active model, and Bounty Zippy for most purchasers. A 9-speed programmed is standard, and unadulterated and luxury trims can be had with one or the other back or all-wheel drive. Tangible and signature models get all-wheel drive standard. An air spring suspension framework is remembered for everything except the base unadulterated trim. Whenever we get an opportunity, we'll take the 2025 QX80 to our test track and update this story with test results and driving impressions. The QX80 highlights 3 columns of seats, and each of the 3 are supposed to be extensive and agreeable. The dashboard is emphatically styled and includes a mass of screens that act as a check bunch and infotainment touchscreen. Infiniti offers various extravagance highlights, including a back rub capability for both the first and second column situates. However, you'll need to move up to the tangible or signature trims to get that. Warmed seats will likewise be presented in the third line. An accessible infrared sensor framework can recognize when a back seat traveler is excessively warm and will naturally coordinate cool air toward them from the environment control vents. At the point when we get to drive the new QX80, we'll assess how well this framework functions. Surrounding lighting that can be changed with up to 64 unique tones is accessible, just like a mid-control area cool box, with space to cool a 6-pack of your most loved canned beverages. All variations of the QX80 are evaluated to tow as much as 8,500 pounds. That is somewhat more than the most extreme towing limit of the Cadillac Escalade, the Lincoln Guide, and the Mercedes-Benz GLS-class.